Hi, I'm Nick with Nuke the Fridge, and we have here...
Hey, I'm Drew Nolosco from Wizards of the Coast. Hey, everybody. I am the global brand manager. I run the Transformers trading card game at Wizards.
Excellent. And you're here to talk to us a little bit about the CCG elements of this TCG.
Yes. So, the Transformers trading card game is a tactical combat game. It emulates a team of Transformers characters duking it out in battle with another team of Transformers characters. So it's fast-paced, it focuses on the combat, and it has conversion from robot mode into bot mode into alt mode as its core feature. And being in the right mode at the right time is really one of the key ways and to be successful in this game.
That sounds like a pretty awesome mechanic. How'd you guys come up with that?
So, conversion from mode to mode is the core DNA of Transformers as a brand, right? So we went into this knowing that we had to emulate it in a trading card game. And Magic the Gathering a long time ago debuted double-sided cards like these. So this is a Transformers character card, and it has two modes. It's got alt mode, and it's got bot mode. And that flipping from mode to mode is how we represent being a Transformers character. And that became central to the game. And that sort of gelled with the idea of, well, shuffling double-sided cards is mechanically difficult. It's a little... So we ended up with a system where you start with your team of characters in play, so that there's combat on the first round. And the core of the game is that bot-on-bot combat. And that lends itself to being able to do a lot of really interesting things with cards. So all of the character cards at the start of the game were this size. But as you know, Transformers characters, like you can see them in the case behind me, come in a wide variety of styles. You've got these gigantic Titans, you've got Mini-Masters. So because you're never shuffling your character cards into your deck, we could do different size character cards that line up with the sizes of the toys.
Sounds all very transformative.
It is. It is. And then in addition to building a team of characters, and you also build a deck of cards, and that deck contains actions and upgrades. So those power the combat. Upgrades are armor, weapons, and equipment, and actions are kind of like sorceries in Magic the Gathering. They're one-shot effects that represent special moves and abilities that the character is doing.
I see you've got a starter deck there. Is that the exclusive one for the show, I believe?
This is. So this is Blaster versus Soundwave. So this is a little bit more complex than a starter deck. This is two decks, Autobot versus Decepticon, featuring two of the most popular characters. I mean, Soundwave is probably our single most requested character in the Transformers TCG. Fans love him. This celebrates the 35th anniversary of Transformers, and it does something really interesting. So if you remember, Soundwave was a tape deck, right? And he ejected cassettes. So the mechanic here is his cassette characters start underneath him, and every time you flip him into tape deck mode, you can eject a character into play. And then that character comes in ready to fight.
So you mean we get Soundwave complete with Ravage, Buzzsaw, and Frenzy?
Yeah, you get all three of those cassettes. And then on the Autobot side, you've got Blaster and 3 Autobot cassettes.
Very cool. I actually look forward to playing with Steeljaw. He was one of my favorite Autobots.
Right? The cassettes were one of my favorite things as a kid. So it was really awesome to work on because it was something I truly loved as a child.
Very cool. I'm glad that you are enjoying this labor of love and bringing the rest of the audience to come enjoy as well. Anything else you want to tell us about the card game? Any future sets to be announced?
So, War for Cybertron Siege 1 just came out a couple of weeks ago, and it's called Siege 1 because the Siege story was so big that we had to break it into 2 parts. So the first part introduced these small character cards. This was their debut. And the second set will come out later this year. We're not ready to reveal any of the things that are going on there, but I will say it's the sort of conclusion of that war on Cybertron, and things get pretty desperate. We're introducing a couple of new mechanics that I think fans will be really excited about.
Well, I'm looking forward to playing this game again and again. It's definitely a unique card game.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of depth in this game. So we designed it, we being Wizards R&D, Mark Rosewater, Brian Hawley, Ken Nagel, a lot of the names that you know, Scott Van Essen from the Duel Masters team, a lot of the names that you know came together to build this core rule system. And one of our goals in designing the core rule system was to make the core easy to grok and the depth transferred over into the card interactions. So that way it's very easy to get into. and then you unlock. It's the onion peel. You peel away layers and layers of complexity, and you see it in deck building, you see it in card interactions, and you see it in tactical choices during combat.
Well, hearing you say Grok has given me much more faith in this.
It's the Magic. It's the Magic and Duel Masters team coming together to take all of our accumulated experience making trading card games and make one that really feels Transformers.
Oh no, I agree. The pedigree you laid out is great. They are a solid CCG core team of designers and playtesters and more. And I look forward to this game. I mean, till all are one, literally. This is a game I look forward to playing a decade from now, much like Magic the Gathering.
So all are one.
You heard it here. TCG, Transformers, Siege of Cybertron, #1.
Out in stores now.
Out in stores now. Stay tuned for more info from San Diego Comic-Con 2019.
Bye, everyone.